Rightio, hello and welcome everybody. What is going on? So it is that time of the year again where I do my mock draw for the quarterfinals. So let's get, and I'm gonna do it all in this video because I know you guys. You always say, "Oh, the draws are rigged." I mean, the one time when I actually drew Juventus and then we ended up getting Juventus, all of you guys were like, "Oh, you rigged the draw. Look at you. You know, it's a fake video. Boo, boo." So this time I'm gonna do it all in the video. So we're gonna get started. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Probably a lot of editing. We'll see, or maybe not if it works out nicely. Shit. I'm gonna hold that. That should work. Or not. Maybe it will. Or not. It does. Let's get a page. Bonafide, personal trust. What do I not need? Right. Rightio. And my little tiny little scissor. So, on the question of who do I personally want to face in a Champions League, well, for me, it's, to be fair, I don't even know. I don't want Leicester City or Monaco. Monaco, I think, would be quite attractive, but I just feel like they're gonna cave. Most teams that aren't on our level just normally cave when they face against us, and I don't want to see that. I want to see a good, I want to see a good match. That's what I really want to see. So I always go for like the toughest teams there are. So in this case, it would be Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. I think definitely don't want Dortmund. Barcelona, I don't view them that good. I think it would be fairly easy. I don't, I'm gonna say that. We're probably gonna lose because that's just the way it normally goes when I make predictions. But I don't see Barcelona being that good at all. I think they were fairly lucky against PSG. Not really against PSG. Against PSG, I mean PSG, they just stopped playing. But yeah, I wouldn't want them. I wouldn't want them, to say the least. But who else there? Leicester City, definitely not. I think they would absolutely cave. Who else is left? I think that's about it. Have I missed anyone? Not really. So that's about it. Juventus. We had Juventus last year. I don't want Juventus. So Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. Atletico, I know we just played them. I'd much rather play them in the semi-finals. But out of all the teams, those two would probably be my favorites. Definitely Real Madrid are the favorite team that I want to play. The team I want to play the most. After that, Atletico Madrid. After that, it really doesn't matter. But I'll say Barcelona. And after that, I don't really care, to be fair. At that point, it's just meh. Let's get the business done. So, we're going to write the 5 names. Should I write them? I don't have a pen. I do have a pen. Right, let's write it. Let's start obviously with... how am I going to do this? Right. I'm just thinking about how. Okay, yeah, I've got it. All right. So Bayern Munich, and then we have Real Madrid. That's about here. Atletico Madrid. I always spell that wrong, so I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide my spelling. Atletico Madrid. That's right. Leicester City. That's 4. We're missing 4. Juventus. Dortmund. Who am I missing? Monaco. I'm missing one team, aren't I? Obviously. Who am I missing? Barca. That's the one. Right, we've got the 8 teams, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time to see who we get. Yeah, right here. Right here. You 4 teams here. And 4 teams there. Right here, let's stay. Good. One team that goes in here. Second team. There is no hashtag warm balls. There is no rigged draw with me. That's why it's all in the video. Nobody can say it's rigged. Hashtag video editing. Put 8 teams right in, right? I think so. I haven't thrown any away, have I? No, I don't think so. Oh well, we'll see. If it suddenly turns out there's only 7 teams and whatnot, I might have made a mistake at that point. But at that point, it's too late to apologize. It's too late. And Leicester City. How's everyone's day been? Tell me in the comment section down below. Not like, you know, in some countries it might be night, to be fair. So anyway, let's get started. So that's I just had to. Seriously. There's one on the floor. Did 3 fall out, or was it just 2? Let's just assume it's 2. This is terrible. Right. Is that 1 or 2? I think that's 2. That's 1. Rightio! The first team. Can't even see that. It's Monaco! Monaco! Woo! So, they're playing at home. Next. Next team. Atletico. Oh, that should be entertaining, ladies and gentlemen. Monaco versus Atletico Madrid. Well, based on my extensive research, I think that match will be a great one. Monaco with obviously an attacking force that is currently unmatched in Europe versus Atletico Madrid. Perhaps the one team that is able to defend against anyone. Ooh, who will win, ladies and gentlemen? That is an excellent question. A question that I will answer right now. Not at the end, but right now. I think the winner of this tie will most likely... Ooh. Now that I think about it, it's attack versus defense. I normally go with attack. I really do. I normally go with attack. I love attack. Attack is the best form of defense in my opinion. But you know what they say? Attack wins games. Defense wins championships. And in this case, I think the game is going to be won. Not a championship, but I think the game is going to be won. I think Monaco will go through. Just based on the fact that I don't think Atletico Madrid have been that great this season. But I would hate to see them go out right now because I would actually want to face them. I would actually want to face them in the semi-final, or not so much in the final. No, that would be quite boring, I think. But in the semi-final, I think that would be entertaining. Attack versus defense, the ultimate attack versus defense. But in this case, my brain is going with Atletico Madrid. My gut is going with Monaco. And normally when I don't know what to do, I just follow my gut because I'm always hungry. So let's follow my gut and say Monaco goes through. How much does Monaco go through? They go through 3-3 on aggregate. Yeah, they go through 3-3 on aggregate. So let's pick the next team, which is Bayern Munich. Woo! And we will be facing. Who will we be facing? We will be facing. That better be good. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Dortmund. Possibly the one team I really don't want to face. So we're going to be facing Dortmund. I mean, we're going to be facing them in the DFB Pokal semi-final, I believe. And we're going to be facing them in the Champions League quarter-finals. Shame. Shame. Ding, 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 ding. Shame. 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 Who is going to go through? Well, it's quite obvious now. Come on, who am I going to think is going to go through? My heart tells me it's Bayern. My gut tells me it's Bayern. In that case, it has to be Bayern. By what? I think we're going to go through by 4-3. 4-3 on aggregate is what I believe we're going to get. We're going to go through 1-1 away and 2-1. I said 4-3. So 1-1 away and 3-2 at home. That's what I think, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see who is next. Seriously, pick. Next up is Barcelona. Against who? Against who? Against Leicester City. Barcelona versus Leicester City. Barcelona, despite how I think that they've been absolutely awful this season, you know, the whole season, we're not just talking about one game, we're talking about the whole season. I think they've been absolutely awful, and I was sure they were going to go out against PSG even before you know, the first game was played. I was very, very certain, just because of the way they've been playing this season. But you know what? They proved me wrong in that one game. Well, one game, yay! But in this tie-up, there's only one winner, and that winner is Barcelona. Barcelona's gonna win 5-2 on aggregate. Why do you say 5-2? Because Barcelona have the best player in the world, Neymar. Next, is there? Yeah, there's only 2 left, isn't it? Yeah, there's only 2 left. So, obviously, Messi's the best player in the world. We all know that. Yo, if you say Ronaldo, let's have a one-on-one discussion. Let's have a one-on-one discussion, just me and you. If you think that Ronaldo is the best player in the world, and I want to know your reasons why. It's not a hostile threat. I just want to have a one-on-one discussion with you. But Messi's obviously the best player in the world, but he's done absolutely nothing. He's been absolutely nothing in the Champions League. In the round of 16, I should say. I still don't know how he's in the team of the week, or team of the round of 16. He didn't do anything. PSG. The only thing I could give them credit for is that they shut down Messi throughout 2 legs. But Neymar, my goodness. Neymar, my goodness. Every day I regret us not signing him. Every day. Anyway, there's only 2 teams left. Let's see who I get. Who's left? I know Real Madrid and Juventus. Oh, Juventus at home versus the last team, which is obviously going to be Real Madrid. Ooh, that is tasty. That is tasty. Woo! Ah, fire. Juventus versus Real Madrid. Now that's like I said, that's going to be a very interesting draw. Based on just, you see, I like Juventus. I'll be totally honest. I like Juventus. I really do. I like the way they play. I like the way their club is run. I like almost everything about Juventus, right? I don't like Real Madrid. Let me just move a little bit into the camera. I don't like Real Madrid. I'll be totally honest. The way they've treated their legends, Raul, Casillas, those are the 2 big roles, especially. And Casillas, yeah, okay, he wasn't playing as good, but still, the way they treated him, I always thought, you know, since then I just couldn't really stand it. Yeah, it's a lot of reasons, to be fair, not just that, but there is reasons why I don't like Real Madrid, right? But despite me liking Juventus and despite me disliking Real Madrid, I can't give this tie to Juventus just based on that. If I look at the 2 teams, right, let me actually move the microphone a little. I don't actually know if it's blocked off because the mic. Well, no, that's stupid. Like that. Right. Just based on the facts. You see, normally I'd always say Juventus is a semi-final team. I don't think there's anything more than a semi-final team. I think they're right at the top of the top. You know, that's what I think about Juventus. But this season, they don't have the spark. For me, they don't have the spark. And the fact that Morata moved from Juventus to Real Madrid, I've always said that I don't think Morata is that good of a player. I think he's similar to Griezmann. I think they're a little bit overhyped by just the general the general football fans. I think they're quite overrated, to be fair. But with Morata, the thing is, despite him scoring 12 goals last season in total, and like 12 goals the season before, and like 12 goals the season before, he doesn't score that many goals. But when he scores, it's always crucial goals, and that's the one thing I'll rate Morata for, and I always will. That's the one reason why I don't like why I didn't like facing Juventus, and I guess why I don't like facing Real Madrid right now is because they have Morata. I don't think that he's a great goal scorer, but he scores when it is needed. And that is probably the most dangerous skill to have. So, you see, I want to give it to Juventus. I really want to give it to Juventus. I think against Real Madrid, they would do very, very well. I think, they know how to shut Real Madrid down. They know how to perform against Real Madrid. They got the players to win against Real Madrid. The one aspect, it's not a quantifiable aspect. It's just my gut feeling, I guess, is that I don't see the spark in them this season. Last season I did. The season before I did, but I didn't either. The season before I wasn't really sure. The last season I saw the spark in them. This season I don't see that spark. I don't know what it is, but it's just that spark. When I see a team, and I normally always see a spark, and I know, okay, they can win the Champions League. With Juventus, I don't see that this season. With Juventus, I don't see the fact. I don't see them making it to the final. I don't see them winning it this season. I don't know why, but I just don't see it. And just for that reason alone, I'm going to trust my gut instead of my heart, my brain really in this case. I'm going to trust my gut instead of my brain, and I'm going to go for Real Madrid. Real Madrid are going to win 3-2 on aggregate, ladies and gentlemen. But that's all there is there. That's my prediction. So I should say my draw, my prediction. As I said, I personally want Real Madrid. After that, Atletico Madrid. So my top pick, Real Madrid. Then Atletico. After that, I'd want Barcelona, Juventus, Monaco, and then Dortmund and then Leicester City. I just think Leicester City, I know how teams play. I know how small teams play against us, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Not in the Champions League. In the Champions League, I always want to play against the best teams. That's just the way I look at the Champions League. If you don't play against the best teams, then what's the point? What's the fun? Where is the fun? It's all about fun. And I think I'll get the most enjoyment if we play against Real Madrid. After that, probably from an attacking standpoint, against Monaco would be very, very fun. But I'm just afraid that they go defensive instead of offensive, and that's just my one worry. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys. I was gonna make I guess episode 2 of the podcast today. It's going to be probably an hour long or so. I was going to do that today, but I just realized that next week is the international break, so I'm deciding to do that next week. I was going to make a separate video as well on what Uli Hoeneß recently said about us, that we're going to, instead of spending big money, we're going to look at the youth. We're going to look at our youth and try and develop that. And as something that's I find very important. That is, to me, probably one of the most important things, because we have been absolutely terrible in that department lately. Not just lately, to be fair, they're terrible in that department for a few years now, where we develop our own youth. And yeah, I wanted to make that video today as well. I was going to do 3 videos today, but I didn't realize that the international break is next week, I believe, because I saw like the teams being called up, the players that got called up from Bayern, and I was like, oh wait, international break next week. I guess I'm going to save that. I'm going to save the videos I was going to make for next week. So I'll see you then next week, or well, actually I'll see you tomorrow when the draw has been made. As always, I'm going to do my live reaction to the draw, which will probably just be a disappointment because, well, we don't get the teams that I want. But it is what it is. I can't complain too much. Now, if I think about the realistic draw, obviously that's the draw that I've just drawn. But if I think about the realistic draw, this is how I think it's gonna go most likely. That's probably the realistic draw that I see. Real Madrid versus Leicester City, us versus Juventus, Atletico versus Dortmund, Barca versus Monaco. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Monaco are going to knock Barca out, and then obviously the whole then Barca, the crisis mode, I guess you could say, the whole crisis mode will be activated. They're probably going to buy Mbappe. I call him Mbappe. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation. So I think Monaco would knock Barca out, and that match will be actually very entertaining. Atletico Madrid versus Dortmund, an attacking team versus a defensive team, a mastermind versus a motivator. That's the kind of match that I'd like to see. It's the same reason why I want to see Monaco versus Atletico, because I like seeing attack versus defense and see who wins in that instance. In that instance, just because I've seen Atletico Madrid play this season, and they've actually not looked too convincing in my opinion. But I could say the same thing about Dortmund, to be fair. I'd say that would go into penalties. And then, I don't have a coin to do heads or tails, so that's 50-50 in my opinion. That match will be 50-50. Real Madrid versus Juventus. Sorry, I can't even read. Bayern Munich versus Juventus. Obviously, I'm gonna say Bayern Munich. That's just obvious. I mean, Real Madrid versus Leicester City. I'm obviously gonna say Real Madrid. It would be fun though to see Vardy knock Real Madrid out, but that's not gonna happen. That one, I don't have a coin, do I? I don't have a coin. I'll just use that. So, it's not really heads. No, there is. So, tails. No, that's not really tails. I don't know. Can you see that? No, you can't. Anyway, heads that, tails that. Where's my pick? What is it? It is heads. I didn't actually decide. Heads, Atletico, tails, Dortmund. Where is it? There it is. It's, what is it? Tails, heads, tails, Dortmund go through. So that's the 4 teams for the semi-finals. Real Madrid, Bayern, Dortmund, Monaco. Imagine if Monaco made it to the final. Ooh, what a story that would be anyway. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys for the next time. Peace out, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye. I can't even see me doing the thing, but bye.